Alright, hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of my Persona 5 coverage. I am Darkside Phil, and today is Wednesday, April 5th, 2017. How are you doing today? I hope that I find you well here in the middle of the week. It's been a crazy week, right? In regards to gaming in particular, with the controversy surrounding Persona 5, don't worry, I'm going to address that controversy here on the pre-stream today, since there seem to be a lot of people who don't pay attention. I hate to say it, but I've already talked about this on stream yesterday. I talked about it on Twitter, and then people are still tweeting me stuff from 2 days ago, as if I didn't know yet about what's going on with Atlus in regards to this game, but we're going to talk about that in a moment. So first of all, first and foremost, what are you going to see today? You are going to see another full day of Persona 5 coverage here on Twitch, and I obviously will be recording for YouTube. The playthrough will be uploaded to DSPGaming immediately following the end of the stream, okay? So there you have it. Yes, another full day. Why? Well, because you voted for it. Overnight, there was a poll on my Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP. Over 500 people voted. And they voted 60... It was like 61-39 to do a full day of Persona 5 today, rather than to split the day between Persona 5 and Mass Effect Andromeda. Okay. So, that being said, it's gonna be another fun day. I mean, yesterday, for the first stream, the first 4 hours or so, was more introduction to the story and a little bit of kind of tutorial. And then last night, the next 2 hours, if you didn't see it, man, did you miss out. It was really, the story picked up in a big way. The combat finally had some formal, real combat for the first time in the game, rather than just tutorial fights. Got a full party, new characters and a full party now. So really the game picked up in a big way, and finally kind of moving full speed ahead into what it seems will be the actual gameplay of the game, rather than just intro. And it looks like today, you know, on stream, this first gameplay stream, we're probably going to be heading into the real, formal beginning dungeon of the game, which we haven't yet. It's been more just kind of mini jaunts into it, and kind of, you know, exploring into it, but not necessarily actually exploring the real dungeon yet. So, we're gonna see today, firsthand, another 4 hours now, and then later tonight, at 7 p.m., I'll be streaming another 2 hours of Persona 5, okay? And yes, I'll be recording all the footage, and yes, I'll be uploading it to DSPGaming. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about Atlus. Let's talk about everything going on right now with Persona 5, the massive controversy on the internet, the fact that gamers in general are up in fucking arms about this game, because Atlus, the publisher of the game, has decided in all of their wisdom, yeah, if that's what you can call it, to basically tell Western audiences, you know, Western streamers, people who are playing this game in English, basically, alright, to say, you may not play this game past 7/7, which is July 7th, in-game. Now, for those who don't know or aren't familiar with the Persona franchise, basically, it's played by dates. You actually have real dates in the game that advance, okay? And yeah, it's from everything I'm seeing, you know, the game's gonna move pretty slowly. At least this introductory part moves pretty slowly. I've already played for 6 hours, and we're not even past the first, like, week of April, okay? But chances are there will be spans of the game that will move a lot more quickly. Okay? So, we'll see. We will see what happens. But more than likely what I'm thinking is, you know, if this is the main focus game that I'm playing for the next week, probably it'll be by the end of the week. I'm kind of thinking maybe by next week, we're going to hit that date of 7/7 in-game, okay? Now, I don't know. We'll see, but they're saying basically you may not stream, nor may you record and upload videos of the game past that date. Now, this is incredibly stupid. Let's talk about this, and let's be matter-of-fact here, why this is fucking stupid. Number one, the game's been out in Japan for over 6 fucking months, and everyone who wanted to know the plot already knows it. Everyone already looked it up and or saw a Japanese Let's Play of the game. This is not a game that is brand new that just released worldwide. So the entire idea that we're going to copyright strike / content ID you if you upload past 7.7 in the game makes no fucking sense. There's no logic to it at all. Literally, it would make no sense. If this is a worldwide release, it would make sense. It's not. It makes no sense at all. It's completely asinine and just dumbfoundedly dumbfuck stupid. It's the acts of some dumb fucking management of Atlus who has no idea about internet culture, who probably is completely out of touch with everything, who lives in his fucking ivory tower with a silver spoon shoved up his fucking ass, and he doesn't understand Let's Plays, he doesn't understand live streams, he doesn't understand copyright law. He just made a fucking edict that I don't want those Westerners, those English-speaking guys and gals making videos of our fucking game, because it's our IP, and how dare they, and blah, blah, blah. Moron. I really, seriously would love to meet these morons. These fucking rich hoity-toity morons who make these fucking edicts. Because they're so out of touch with fucking reality. And the bottom line is, if that is the case, they shouldn't be in power at all. Because obviously they don't know what the fuck they're doing. When every other game company on Earth is okay with Let's Plays, and you're the 1 or 2 companies who aren't, you're probably the one in the wrong, because you're stupid. Okay? Really dumb. And I will stick to my guns till the end of time. Now, I'm not going to make this pre-stream a debate about fair use and all of that. I've already talked till I was blue in the face defending how Let's Plays and gameplay streams are fair use because of a transformative work guideline of copyright law. And I know there are people who argue either way. I'm not going to make this the issue of debate today here on the pre-stream at all, alright? But the bottom line is that Atlus is one of the very few archaic game companies that is doing this stupidity. And again, guess what? They're not doing it for all those Japanese videos. They're only doing it for English ones. So funny how that works. You know, the Japanese game developer is being xenophobic to Westerners who speak English and saying, well, if you speak English, you can't play our game on a stream or in a video. Fuck you. Seriously, because all it is prejudice, is what it is. It's their xenophobic attitude that's incredibly outdated. This Japanese culture is so xenophobic, it's ridiculous. Okay? But anyway, that being said, I'm not going to take any chances. I seriously, unless something changes, there's no way that I'm going to play this game past July 7th, because I can't risk having my YouTube channel shut down. I can't risk having my Twitch shut down. It's very simple that this is my business, this is what pays my bills, okay? And I can't take that kind of crazy ass risk. So I'm willing to play Persona 5, alright, as far as I can to July 7th, and then unfortunately I'm just gonna have to stop playing. So that could be we run into it within a day, it could be we run into it within a week, or it could be a friggin' month. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get to that point in the game. From what I'm gonna understand, it's supposed to supposedly be like the 3rd major dungeon, the end of the 3rd major dungeon or something. I'm not sure. Okay. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Alright. And we'll go from there. So, I will play Persona 5 for as long as you're enjoying it and you want us to keep seeing it. Okay? That's kind of my attitude. Until, sadly, I have to stop when we hit the July 7th in-game date. Okay. Alright, now, there's other stuff going on. You know, there's other playthroughs I could do. I could go back to Mass Effect. I could continue on with Danganronpa. Next week, we've got Yooka-Laylee launching, which I'm excited for. It's a new version of Banjo-Kazooie, basically. We got Guardians of the Galaxy coming out the week after that. And then we've got Outlast 2 at the end of this month. So I have enough stuff to do this month to kind of balance me out and spread it out and have enough content. It's not like, oh god, there's nothing going on, right? Yeah, I basically will be mixing up everything this month. Once I can't play Persona 5, time to do other stuff, you know? And then, if and when Atlus finally decides to get their fucking head out of their fucking Japanese assholes and allow people to continue to play the game on stream and in a Let's Play atmosphere, I will do so. It just sucks that I spent $60 on a game that I'm basically being told you may not use for your business, when every other game I've purchased in the 8+ years that I've been doing this never had a problem with it. Kind of funny. So, yeah, let's see what happens, folks. And by the way, I see a few people in the stream chat who are completely wrong. Me, again, as I said, I'm not going to make this an argument stream for fair use or whatever. But I see a few people saying, "Oh, I can't play a game and not monetize it." It's not even that. That's not even the issue. The issue is you can't even share it at all. It's just sharing your gameplay experience. You know, I didn't monetize any of the Zelda videos that went on YouTube in the month of March. Yet I kept playing Zelda because I loved the game and I wanted to share that experience with everyone, regardless of the fact I made no money on any of the YouTube videos. I can't even do that. I can't even do that with this game because they're going to copyright strike me, apparently. Alright? Okay. So that's the deal with Persona 5. I'll play as far as I can, and then we'll move on to other stuff, and we'll play new releases, and, you know, we'll juggle whatever else we have this month. Although, I'll be honest with everyone. I do find it kind of funny that not a lot of people are asking me to continue with Mass Effect. I mean, I thought for sure that the big release in March was actually going to be Mass Effect Andromeda. But I guess the game got so much negative press, and let's face it, the game has a lot of flaws, bugs, and facial, you know, animation issues, and glitches, and just a lot of grindy style gameplay and content. Excuse me. It's that, yeah. That basically, no one's really asking me to go back to it that much. I mean, not to say there's no one. Because overnight, I ran a poll on my Twitter about what should I play today. And the poll went, about 60-40. So about 60% of the people wanted to see me keep playing Persona 5, and 40% wanted to see me continue with Mass Effect. Okay? The thing is, I haven't played the game in like 2 freaking weeks now. I played it a release week, right? And then last week I was doing the Dark Souls DLC and Danganronpa, and now I'm doing Persona 5. Like, it's just crazy to me. Because this would have been the game that I would have thought would have been the hype. The big, everyone wants to see me go back to Mass Effect. Everyone loves my original Mass Effect trilogy playthrough. Doesn't seem to be the case here. It really doesn't. So, now I see a few people in the stream chat saying that apparently Mass Effect Andromeda is going to be patched tomorrow, and it's supposed to fix the issues with the game. Well, I guess we'll see. Oh, shout out to King Lewis 119 who just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, King Lewis, for subscribing. I appreciate that. So I guess we'll see how this patch works. All right, but I will be continuing Mass Effect. It's not going. I mean, I'm not killing the game or burying it or anything. I mean, I was at a point in the game where we were kind of mixing the gameplay between grindy bullshit and fun stuff. So I know there is some fun stuff in it, but it's just funny that no one's really demanding that I go back to it. We'll see what happens. All right, I am gonna play it. Just got to get to it, and people want to see the new stuff first, I guess. Okay. Alright, so that's the deal. You know, Persona 5 today, Persona 5 tomorrow. Only one stream tomorrow because I'll be doing my taxes, I guess. And then Friday we'll play it by ear because I have to see, you know, how I did with my taxes. If I finished them Thursday night. If not, then probably Friday night I'll finish them up. And we'll go from there. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the business, everyone. A little bit, okay? And I'm going to talk a little bit about Machinima, and then we're going to get started. I know this already is a 10-15 minute pre-stream, and I want to get moving here with the gameplay. Okay? So, business-wise, I got good news and bad news, folks. The good news is, yesterday's streaming of Persona 5 ended up being very successful. In particular, actually, if you can believe it, it was the late-night audience, the people who showed up to the later stream, who actually... Oh, I'm just checking my emails. Nope, nothing important. Okay, nothing important. Yeah, the streaming yesterday went really well. It actually ended up being that people were, you know, a lot of people, first of all, showed up for the first stream. The late night stream, not a lot of people showed up for. I think we had about between 200 and 300. But people came out and they cheered and they tipped me and they subbed to the channel. And right now, I think we're over 270 subs and still growing on the channel here on Twitch. So I'm very excited. Thank you, everyone, for your support. It went really well yesterday, okay? But I got bad news. The bad news is, YouTube is not doing so good again. Okay, I took a look at, oh, I think I just got a tip. Hold on. Oops. Whoa, thank you to Rubador, who just tipped me 20 bucks. He says, happy birthday tomorrow, Phil. Wow, thank you, Rubador. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. So, already off to a good start. We haven't had any, I don't think we've had any bit cheers yet, but I already got 2 tips today on the pre-stream. Awesome. Good start. But YouTube revenue is down again. Yeah, the month of, it was weird. The month of March, YouTube revenue went up for me compared to February, but now YouTube revenue is down again. And to give you some perspective, it's basically about, I'd say maybe about 60% of what it was in March. I know that sounds terrible, but it was up in March. So what all this is telling me, all right, all this is telling me is that YouTube is not, it's just not stable. And it never will be anymore, especially now with all the news that all of the major advertisers like Walmart and Starbucks and these kind of companies are leaving YouTube ad revenue advertising because YouTube's stupid, insanely outdated, asinine auto ad system adds to every video, including ones that have racially sensitive stuff, videos that are terrorist videos and all this stuff. And all these advertisers pulled their advertising. I get the feeling that ad revenue is going to plummet. Ad revenue is absolutely going to plummet. And I don't think it's ever going to get back to where even close to what it was. All right. Now, the good news is, what I'm taking a look at, if you actually look at the videos that I uploaded on April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, which is what I could see, like, ad revenue for right now, because YouTube is always about 2 days staggered. It wasn't anything new. It was just me basically uploading Danganronpa and Zelda, but Zelda doesn't make any profit. You know, Zelda made 0 because all the Zelda videos got claimed by Nintendo. So honestly, yeah, ad revenue was down, but it could also be because I was only playing Danganronpa and there wasn't a lot of attention on the videos, you know what I mean? I mean, Danganronpa, yeah, there's a small select group of people watching them. Okay, but it's not exactly a big audience watching those videos, right? Now, this week, I'll have Persona 5, right? And I know that these videos will get some pretty good attention, at least for the first few days that they're live. So maybe I'll see a spike this week. I don't know. But we'll see. You know, we shall see what happens. The good news is if I can keep streaming here on Twitch and every day ends up being solid streaming day where I'm making, again, people are cheering with bits, people are tipping, people are subbing, then the YouTube ad revenue will be negligible. I told you guys last month it was my goal to flip the formula. What I actually want to do is make it that Twitch is my primary focus and YouTube is my secondary thing, okay? I want YouTube to be the supplementary while Twitch is the focus. And if that could happen, that would be amazing. Then I wouldn't even have to worry about, oh no, YouTube ad revenue is terrible. As long as I'm making enough here on Twitch to pay my bills, it won't matter, okay? So, thank you to everyone here who's live on the stream, who's considering, tipping me or subbing or cheering with bits, whatever you do. You guys are, at this point, literally the reason why I'm still doing this as a job. And I want to say thank you. Now, keep in mind, I'm not abandoning YouTube. YouTube is always going to be part of my strategy. Alright, I'm always going to have the videos on demand on YouTube as a backup. But the bottom line is YouTube has fucked their business completely. They don't know what they're doing. And I always said that too. When, people, Phil's biting the hand that feeds him. Yeah, but now all of a sudden, I seem to be right. I was right all along. What a surprise. Because I actually have a business education and a background in it. And I understand how it works. And I see how insanely dumb the decisions they've made over the years have been. And how it doesn't work for a long-standing business to keep afloat. It just doesn't work what they've done. Okay? So, yeah, folks. That's the deal. Is as long as you guys keep coming out for the streams, I could keep doing this. So please keep coming out and please keep participating. And I'm very happy with as it's been going. Like I said, yesterday was great. Yesterday people came out for the premiere of Persona. It turned out well. And, you know, fingers crossed we can keep this going. Another full day of Persona today, so maybe we can keep this momentum going, okay? In regards to Machinima, I am no longer with Machinima at all. Okay? That's the deal. Is that I'm not with them. I'm now, both channels, KO Gaming and DSPGaming, are with Curse. So, soon, when I get a chance, I am going to make this vlog that everyone seems to be waiting for about my experiences with Machinima over the years. I'm going to talk about all the different experiences I've had with them, the positive and the negative. I'm just going to be a very fair video. No, I cannot reveal anything in my contracts with them that I was contractually obligated with a non-disclosure agreement to talk about. But I can tell you about all the ups and downs and everything, and then kind of the falling out and the eventual split that we had over the last month. I could talk about all of that, all right? Well, a lot of people are like, why hasn't Phil immediately done that? Well, because number one, primarily I am a gamer. I am not a drama spewer. You know, if I were one of these fucking YouTubers who all they do is put out stupid drama spin videos for views, I would have dropped everything and made the Machinima vlog already. But that's not me. I am a gamer primarily and everything else second. So I'm here to bring you gameplay and have fun with games. That's the point of my content. So later this week, when I get a chance, alright, I will definitely make this vlog. I just haven't had a chance yet. I'm too busy playing games, alright? And, we'll go from there, alright? So it is coming, but it is not going to be, immediate. I already told you, today I'm playing Persona all day. Tomorrow I'm doing my taxes, you know? This other stuff takes priority. Okay. Alright, what else? Nothing else really at this point. I will say this, I'll throw this out there. My Teespring shop has relaunched. Already I got a few orders on it, so thanks to those who did order already. If you want to take a look at the Teespring shop. You know what's hilarious? The reason I say this is hilarious is because I'm taking a look at the stream chat, and there's one or two people in there who are being like, oh, Phil's, talking about all this stuff, just get to the game. And then all of a sudden, they reveal their true colors when they immediately say, oh, you fat fuck, why aren't you fucking playing the game, you piece of shit? It's like, well, now we know who you really were. It's great because by me doing pre-streams like this, I reveal those people, and we get that element out the fuck off the stream right away, before I even start. And then we don't have to deal with their stupid bipolar bullshit during the stream. Go bounce off the fucking padded wall and leave us alone. So anyway, as I was saying, my Teespring has relaunched. I'm actually going to put the link to my Teespring into the chat right now. All issues have been resolved. So if you'd like to take a look, I've got DSP hats there now. I've got, various different designs and logos. And this coming weekend, I will take some time to add new designs. I know originally I was going to do that this past weekend. I didn't have time. I'm going to do that this weekend because the bottom line is I have a bunch of new designs to add there. I just haven't had a chance. So, this weekend, I will be adding more. And I certainly hope that you will check that out, okay? Because, by the way, it helps me a lot. When you buy from Teespring, it's pretty profitable for me, and it helps me out to keep doing this and paying my bills, and I appreciate that, okay? Outside of all that, I don't have much else to talk about. So I think we're going to get started. I think I've gabbed enough, alright? So in general, things are going good. I mean, it sucks that I'm not going to be able to play Persona 5 a full playthrough. I can only play till this certain date. But hopefully you enjoy the content that I can play till that date, until Atlus decides to stop being a bunch of asshats. The bottom line is I may never see the end of Persona 5. I may only ever play it to that date, and that's it, because, I got to move on and do other stuff. And do stuff that's going to allow me to do this as a business. And if that's the case, that's the case, What can you do? Alright. I think that's it, folks. Let's end the pre-stream and let's get started. Alright? Alright, here we go. We're going to start with Persona 5, continuing where I was yesterday. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Here we go.